So an interesting story that's came out here in Japan in the last couple of days might shed some light onto why cards are so expensive in Japan. Now, it has come to light that a number of alleged millionaires from China are using their credit cards to buy cards and then sell cards back at 90% of what they bought them for, like slabs, mainly slabs, but cards. And you think, well, why would you do that? You're losing 10% immediately. The reason is there is a restriction on the amount of foreign currency you can buy as a Chinese national overseas. I think it's something like about, I don't know, it's a pretty small number, like 50,000 US dollars, something like that. However, it doesn't go on buying goods. Buying goods is different. So if you use your credit card to buy, let's say, 10 million yen's worth of Pokemon cards, and then you go and trade those in for cash, Japanese yen, and get handed cash, then basically now you've got cash outside of China in your pocket. So it's a way to get money out of China. Now, this is all allegedly, but it was highlighted in a massive article in a Japanese a very popular Japanese magazine in the last couple of days. And it would make a hell of a lot of sense that why some of these cars are just keeping these prices up so high in Japan compared to, say, outside of Japan. Now, I have personally seen card shops in Akihabara where the money machines are just going brr, 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 and, you know, paying out, and people selling stuff all over the place. And other shops where people are buying cards at like crazy prices. And I'm like, whoa, I'm rich. I must be rich, man. So I don't know how sustainable this is. I mean, I don't think it's something they can actually crack down on unless China itself changes its policy on credit card purchases of goods compared to buying currency, which they have their rule for. Now, all of this is allegedly, and all of this is basically backed up by the magazine, kind of like article. However, it starts to make a hell of a lot of sense why there's this constant flow of activity at these particular locations. You only need, like, let's say 30 big buyers a month, one a day, to come in and buy sort of like 50 cards, and then, you know, medium to high end stuff, and that's a day. And then you ship that, you take that around the corner and you sell it, get your 90%, get 90% of your money out of China. That's pretty strategic. And yeah, it's kind of, you know, something I never really thought about. But I mean, there's so many angles to this, and like I said, all of this is just allegedly, but it just makes so much sense. So anyway, just another piece of wild news from here in Tokyo. So if you're wondering why maybe the Poncho Pikachu is that price in Japan, that might be your answer. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, personal opinions from news I've seen, and everything is allegedly. So yeah, man, it's a nice problem to have, right? Buy stuff and sell it back at 90% of what you bought it for, so you can have your cash. Anyway, sounds good to me. All right, thank you, and bye from Tokyo.